Hello everyone, welcome to episode 13 of Attack on Titan Season 4 episode breakdown. This episode was a madness. However, before we start,
Spoilers.
Spoilers,
As usual.
as per usual, yes. Spoilers for Attack on Titan Seasons 1 through 4. Big spoilers actually, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get into it because this episode was mad.
Just before, this is an action-packed episode, but the emotional investment that I got from it was a madness. So I'm just gonna get straight into it. We get start off the episode with Zeke with like a flashback.
He was chatting West, basically. That's all he was saying.
Yeah.
He was chatting West.
Yeah. So we get we get a fake flashback of Zeke using gas filled with his spinal fluid.
It's like a gas derived from his spinal fluid.
Yeah. And then he turns, and then the people of Connie's village inhale it all, and then they become.
What we see from the flashback is he's trying to explain, as he explains over it, is they use his spinal fluid over the village, and he talks about how it paralyzes the people of the village and prepares them to pretty much be turned into Titan, and it also allows him to control the people.
Which is another thing that we got wrong. We got half right. It's not the Titan serum. It's Zeke's spinal fluid.
Yeah.
And Zeke cannot just make Titans on his own will. They need to basically digest his spinal fluid for him to turn them into Titans, which makes sense.
But so basically, what their plan was, what the Marleyan military's plan was poison the government, poison the Paradise Island high-ranking officials with
the military police
laced wine. Then Zeke would obviously turn them all into Titans, intentionally taking all these people out of commission, paralyzing the country, allowing them to destroy it, whatever they wanted to do with it.
And also, it's actually Zeke's Titan ability, I haven't even thought about it. It's actually really OP because not only does it take out people, but also takes out if it's coming from out of nowhere, it's a surprise. And also, it's just, let's say Mikasa and Armin are just there, and they just transform under them. It could just literally kill them all.
To be fair, I don't think he's able to transform Armin because Armin's a shifter already.
No, Armin. I'm saying what I said is, imagine if Mikasa and Armin were in the building and the military police were there. Zeke screams.
Oh, yeah. That's what they explained it with, how they took over an entire city in one night. They essentially just had these landmines of people that just turned them into Titans.
Because it makes people defenseless as well as put Zeke on the attack at the same time. So it's such a it's actually such an OP ability.
And if he doesn't kill everyone with a transformation, he can literally control the Titans as well. Than just his Titan. So he doesn't have to worry about them just going rapid, and he can actually choose and decide who they attack. So it's really OP. It's kind of the Founding Titan, but
it's more a time restricted Founding Titan ability, I think.
Yeah. So basically, it's because he has royal blood. Is the reason why he can do this. So I don't think this is the big.
This guy's so unfairly OP. Because not even Eren can turn people into Titans. He can just control them.
But he's not royal blood, is it? It's the person with royal blood and Founding Titan is the true OP, OP.
Because that's not even because the spinal fluid is probably not even part of his Titan ability because he's the Beast Titan. That's probably just because he has royal blood and has the Titan ability.
It wouldn't be his Titan ability anyway because he can turn people while he's still in his human form, which means it's purely his royal blood ability. Because they showed it in the thing. Also, it goes back to remember, I think it was season 2 where Connie's standing in the village he grew up in, and there was a dead Titan on a house, and he says it looks like
that's what we're saying.
Or something.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. This was a flashback. This was a flashback to Connie's village being transformed. Well, fake flashback.
Bro, Hijiyama Isayama, bro, is so fucking smart. This guy's linked it all together. So
it was cool. It was actually foreshadowed. So remember when Pixis said to Yelena, the best way to tell a lie is to mix the truth in. That's exactly what Zeke was telling Levi. He was telling a lie, but with truth mixed in it.
But then he ended up telling him he was lying anyway, so.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Did you not? I
No, they figure out. They figure out.
Oh, they figure it out. Oh,
Yeah, because
you lot confusing me.
Hanji figures it out. Hanji figures it out later on.
Bro, listen. Why would Zeke just say, "Yo, Levi"?
But
I was
way. Okay, moving on.
So,
Let's move on to
yeah. So Zeke was chatting last to Levi, and Levi hates him. Is basically saying, but Levi did agree with him that they're running out of time, so they're seeing eye to eye on something. That's why Levi's not killing him yet. But then we move on.
Not yet, but that might change very soon. Also, before we move on, this, I guess we link it back to the theory we had last time. So what they've done now is they have the wine. They've got the wine there where Zeke is.
They all drank it. So all of the cervical, apart from Levi, is going to turn into a titan.
Oh, well, that's the theory anyway. And again, we theorize...
That's what's going to happen.
Just for context, the reason Levi can't turn is because he's an Ackerman.
I'm not sure it's even a theory anymore.
I don't think it's a theory. It's going to happen. We saw it in the trailer.
It's backed by the trailer, so it's going to happen probably next episode or in another episode.
Like, literally, they said they slaughtered all the Titans. How did random Titans appear? Zeke obviously made them, so... Yeah, but moving on, Gabby and Falco are now in this, like, what is it? Like a hotel?
I told you it was a restaurant. It's a restaurant.
Okay, so it's a restaurant, Nicolo's restaurant, and they're serving Sasha's dad, family, and his orphans.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think it's his entire... Bro, this guy fucked. He has like 10 kids.
Yeah, no, it's his orphans. His adopted children.
Yeah, and Gabby and Falco go to... Yeah.
And then
Gabby and Falco go to visit Nicolo because they think, he's going to help us.
Yeah, they're just talking about the food.
Yeah.
And Gabby starts bragging about how she murdered Sasha in front of Nicolo.
Bro, fucking... Yeah. I swear to God, this girl is so brain dead sometimes.
No, to be fair, she
wouldn't know.
No. She wouldn't know. She's just ignorant of the situation.
They were explaining, bro. I swear someone explained it to her how Nicolo liked her.
Not about Nicolo. She didn't even know about Nicolo.
Listen. Yeah, no, she did. To be fair,
they did.
They said Nicolo liked. They said,
and
they said
they
specifically
showed as well. What's his name's face? Falco's face, bro. This guy's looking at him like, what? Because after that was explained to him, and then Gabby just goes on basically gloating about how he murdered the girl that he loves, which is mad.
To be fair, no, he doesn't. She didn't know. She's just. It's like this, right? It's like someone telling you an obvious fact, but when you're naive of something, like she wouldn't, because obviously she still has this inherent ideal of every soldier is probably a devil. So when they were explaining that Blouse's daughter was a soldier, she probably didn't even think that it was Sasha. Like she probably just like brushed it off. But then that's why when she was explaining to Nicolo, Falco realised and said, Gabby, shut the fuck up.
Furthermore, this bitch, right, she's constantly berating my dog, Falco, and now he took a bottle to the head for her.
To be fair, later on she's like, he's innocent, it's me. And
which is another thing, I mentioned this 2 days, like, it's not even out yet, but the upload that is up, I mentioned how Gabby's ideology is slowly but surely being broken now, and this is heavily proved in this episode, where she's literally questioning the people around her and saying, later in the episode, where she's like, Mikasa and Armin, why did you help me? Because obviously in her mindset it's black and white, like she hates them, they hate her, but it's obviously not like that. But
because the blonde girl, what's her name again?
Kaya.
Kaya. She does a full 180 when she finds out that Thingy murdered Sasha.
That's later.
And she tries to murder Gabby.
Which I'm gonna say straight here, that whole scene where they're arguing was one of the best scenes ever.
It was so well written.
It was it was a 5-10 minute scene, and it had so much character development. Like Sasha's dad, we barely know her, you lot.
Him.
And I already love the guy.
I like my brother. He's one of those hella smart guys. Like he's not smart in academically, probably not. But you know, he's obviously very smart about how the world works.
Yeah, because
he forgave us. He forgave the literal person who killed his daughter.
So he made the analogy that he let his daughter out in the wild, and obviously in the wild, as we know, animals, there's no rule in the animal kingdom. People just kill each other. But he's basically saying to Niccolo, that we need to take these children out of the wild. We need to educate them and say to them, killing is not the only option.
He explained it in a very cool, an amazing way as well. Where he says he started his sentence off by saying Sasha was a hunter.
Yeah.
And you know, and he was putting it in the sense that he sent a hunter into the wild.
Yeah.
And this hunter, you know, attacked an animal. This animal, the animal that she attacked, only attacked back.
Yeah.
You can't, can you blame an animal for trying to protect itself? And it's the same thing as now this hunter, aka Sasha, she was killing Marleyans, and a Marleyan killed her for it.
Yeah, even as much as there's a whole huge uproar with Gabby, fat Gabby, but I actually understand her character, because what she said in this episode is correct. From her perspective, she had every right to kill Sasha, because Sasha killed the two officers that protected her.
Killed, but the thing with that is but those officers, they never saw her as an equal person to themselves.
No, they did. Those two officers were actually nice. They were the Marleyan. They were nice.
They were nice, but they were Marleyan, right? And they're always taught that Eldians are bad. So
no, but that's the thing, Gurgen. That's the thing. They were Marleyans, but their first thought was, this is not an Eldian. This is a child. We need to protect her.
Yeah.
That's I know.
That's what I'm saying. They got murdered.
I'm not saying they're as bad as the others.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. But anyway, after that bit where they had that
whole confrontation.
The whole confrontation. Yeah. The blonde girl tries to stab fucking Gabby, and then they explain about the spinal fluid. Spinal fluid in the wine.
Mikasa protects Gabby.
Yeah, bro, reflexes on point. She didn't even look at her.
But it's Mikasa, isn't it?
It's Mikasa, yeah.
But
that whole I know we sort of brushed over it, but that whole scene had a lot in it. We had Hanji talking to Niccolo, despite being, it's funny, Niccolo being a Marleyan was the one that hated Gabby the most.
Yeah, and everyone else, they're the family.
Unlike instead of Kaya, except for Kaya, Niccolo was the one that showed the most hatred for Gabby.
The thing was, he was willing to kill her as well, right?
But
he wanted to offer Sasha's dad the chance to avenge his daughter, and then obviously he explained to him, was talked him down in a sense, and then at the very end Kaya comes in. But I understand her hatred towards Gabby,
it makes
it because she saved her life, and now Gabby has killed the person who saved her life.
This whole scene was perfect. The whole perspectives of multiple perspectives, and everyone's how they're talking. You get multiple different viewpoints, Kaya, who just wants revenge. Kaya and Niccolo, who just want revenge. Sasha's dad, who would want revenge for her daughter, but sees the bigger picture and says, you know what, no, this isn't the right way. Because if I kill this person, it's just gonna cause endless killing. It's
he explained it.
It's like in Naruto,
walking around in the same place.
Similar, it's like with Naruto, where hatred breeds more hatred. It's never gonna end if you just hate each other and keep killing.
Yeah, it's a very used plots device as well, because they use it in God of War. In the 2016 God of War, Kratos is explaining to his son, after Kratos essentially killed his entire family, then he explains to his son, why killing other people and killing gods and stuff is wrong.
Yeah. But moving on, after this, we see Armin and Mikasa escort Gabby into a room.
Before that,
Gabby
talks about the wine.
And then, Niccolo talks about the wine.
We touched on it before, but basically Niccolo explains that there's no reason a Marleyan ship would have that much wine. His theory, and the theory among the Marleyan soldiers, was the wine is infused with Zeke's spinal fluid.
It was a theory until Flock basically confirmed it.
Yeah, Flock came in and basically...
Bro, that guy is crazy, bro. You can see that he's got like that crazy in his eyes.
Yeah. He did the whole like Yogami smile. He did the like Yogami smile.
Yeah, bro, that guy, man. He did the whole like Elle's theme starts playing in the background. No, they essentially explain that the wine is infused with Zeke's spinal fluid. And what that does is it primes people, so nothing will happen to them directly initially. I think Falco was just knocked out because he got smacked over the head with a fucking bottle.
Well, yes, that's exactly.
Yeah.
Bro, his head was bleeding. I think.
When it happened, I was like, oh, that must have fucking hurt, bro. Because he came down, full power, body weight, everything.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Yeah. Then he just punches Gabby in the face like as hard as he can.
Yeah.
But anyway, then after the wine, they explain basically the wine was used again.
Yeah.
Touching up on their plan that they had.
Because
Zeke was gonna
basically
bomb everyone.
Niccolo theorizes because Yelena, he got direct orders from Yelena to give this specific wine to the military police, which obviously he started getting suspicious of and thought maybe this is like infested with spinal fluid. And obviously Hanji deduced that, wait a minute, obviously we don't know the symptoms of the spinal fluid. What if Zeke was just chatting shit and they don't actually fall into a coma, which we would now realise, he's most likely, well, no, not most likely, it was basically confirmed that he was chatting shit.
He's capping chatting wax, bro.
Yeah.
But one question this whole sequence arose, or in my mind it arose, who's working for who now? Because Yelena said she was on the side of the Eldians, except for hold on, that plan was a Marleyan plan. Unless it was Zeke's plan.
This was Zeke's plan. They're following Aaron. That's what Flock says.
Funded by the Marleyan government, right?
Yeah.
The spinal fluid bullshit is obviously the wine they got from Marley, the spinal fluid research they got from Marley. So what now? And that was the same plan they were going to use.
This is all Zeke and Aaron's plan, pretty much.
Yeah. So even though basically this was Marley's original plan, Marley came up with the idea of the spinal fluid. The Marley don't know about, the Eldians in Paradise Island. It was Yelena and Zeke that were putting the Zeke's spinal fluid in the wine. And then, obviously, the plan is to turn the soldiers into Titans. But, which basically means that in the next episode, everyone's going to turn into a Titan. Well,
not everyone. He's obviously got a range. If this guy could fucking... Imagine if this guy could turn every single person into a Titan again, all at once. That's too much.
No.
Yeah, it's probably
only the people that drunk. Only the people that drunk the wine. But...
Yeah, but again, in a certain range, maybe he's got a mile radius.
Oh, I don't know. I think it might be everyone that's drunk the wine.
No, I don't think
so. No. That would be too OP.
No, because not that many people have drunk the wine. I think only the military leaders.
Yeah. You got to remember, Zeke is literally way far away. Unless this man is like a canary and just like.
It'll probably only be the people in the forest.
Because he scream, doesn't he? So it's probably the sound waves probably only travel so far. Probably travels because it actually makes sense because he's in a forest. It echoes, right? So everyone in the survey call, they all hear that and turn into Titan. Bro, that makes sense.
So, I don't think it's like sound. Maybe it is, but
no, because remember, every time they turn is when he screams. So I don't think they can just. So he has to, like we see in the first episode of season 4, he screamed and then they drop Titan bombs.
Yeah. Okay. I think that was the wine.
Yeah.
After the wine, we get to.
We go into a different.
Yeah,
between...
we go
into a room with
Gabby, Mikasa, and Armin. Gabby's basically saying to Mikasa, "Why do you protect me?"
Yeah,
and then
kill me.
You should kill me. Yeah. So basically, she's saying, "You should kill me. Don't kill Falcon. He's done nothing wrong." Which is right. Falcon hasn't done anything.
Yeah, this guy's just been backing her the entire time.
Yeah,
he's been putting so much shit just protecting her.
Yeah, and basically, Armin. He starts saying,
a banger of a line.
Kill. Is that all you talk about?
You
sound
me of
like Dawson, I know.
Which is again, it's just drawing parallels back to season 1, right?
And then bam, Aaron's walks in.
Obviously, Gabby is very similar to season 1 Aaron. And then, speak of the devil,
bro, do you know how boss this fucking guy is? He walks in and makes a threat without even speaking because he shows the cut on his hand.
He just pulls up his arm. Sit the fuck down, motherfuckers. He doesn't even say anything.
He legitimately just makes a threat without even saying a single word. Because they know what will happen. They know what that means, and they know there's no winning this fight. This guy walked away again. What is he doing?
Whoa, this guy moved away from the right.
Yeah,
he's gone to the toilet.
Yeah, it's the same thing he did with Reiner, where he pulls up and shows, "Don't sit down," and then shows his hand.
To be fair, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of shocked when he threatened them. He's really changed. Like you can consider it's Armin and Mikasa.
But
it's planning. You know,
he's planning.
They do not see eye to eye with him, right? Think about first and foremost, right? This guy saw through Pixis' plan like he has a fucking Byakugan.
Yeah.
He knew exactly what he was gonna do, and he just rejected the offer straight up.
And it makes sense. Why would Pixis tell the survey corp the actual plan? Because they're the closest to Eren. It makes sense why he would just say, "Let's surrender to Eren," and not just say straight up, "Oh, we're gonna try and find a new founder candidate."
But the question still stands: how the fuck are they gonna get him, contain him?
Yeah.
The only way they can do it is having it so that he can't, hurt himself in a certain way.
I mean, lads, we know what's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
It's not. I mean,
it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because he literally has to like get damaged in any way.
But let the garrisons dream. Let them dream.
Let them do what they want.
Let them dream.
Yeah.
Let
him show them. Let him show them.
Yeah. And obviously,
pretty much.
as this is happening, Flox shows up and basically points a gun at one Yonkable and then says,
"On Yonkable."
Man, my man's getting disrespected so much.
He
he's just trying to do what he thinks is right, man.
Yeah, and Yonkable is also getting snaked as well. Like, it's like everyone's like a snake.
Nobody's telling him
Bro,
that.
I actually deeped it. Everyone's a snake in Attack on Titan.
Pretty much. The guy he just basically betrayed everyone and went to do what he thinks is right. Maybe his dad. Maybe it's something to do with his dad's memories. Who knows? We might find out later on. Something to do with his dad, or maybe Eren Kruger or something like that.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. It could be. Remember, bro. You got a point there. Okay. I've got a mini theory coming up that Kruger, he disguised himself as a Marleyan.
He did.
He basically killed people and
I think he was Marleyan, but he was just thingy to the
No, he wasn't. Bro, he's not. He's an Eldian. Marleyans can't turn into Titans.
Oh, my bad. I didn't even say that. Who said that?
But yeah, Kruger was an Eldian disguised as a Marleyan officer, and he was the Owl. He had this fake alias as the Owl, but in the daylight, he was just an officer killing people, killing his own people. But at the end, we realized he did it all in order to find a new successor.
For the greater good.
What if Eren's doing the same thing? Maybe not finding a new successor, but what if he's disguising himself? Because this seems really weird. They all say Eren's changed suddenly after he turned in, like he's seen sleep. This is what I'm saying.
Straight away.
This is something like this. What I said before. I think Eren's putting a swift one on everyone. What if he's just pretending like with Zeke. Not pretending, well, he's doing stuff, but like he's basically getting on good terms with Zeke. Basically, I'm on your side, and threatening his own friends and family. And then it comes out at the end. Yeah, I'm on no one's sides, and he has his own goal. That's my theory.
Well, the thing was, the reason Eren Kruger was the owl, right, is he was trying to ultimately bring about the rebuilding of the Eldian Empire or whatever. He wanted the Eldians to be free. That's what he was saying.
But that's what I'm saying. Obviously, Eren's like, he inherited Kruger's memories, and obviously Kruger was a double agent. So what if Eren's like learned those tactics from Kruger, and he's deceiving the people around him? That's my thing. I think that's what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
That would make sense, to be fair, because maybe he what he's trying to do probably is he's trying to get to the point with Zeke where Zeke's like, yeah, let's test the rumbling. And he's like, yeah, let's test it, let's test it, bro. And then just boom, just starts the whole thing straight away.
Yeah. Or you know how Zeke's like, I want to kill. Zeke's goal is to kill everyone. Well, that's our theorist's goal. I'm pretty sure he wants to kill everyone.
Probably.
And then Eren's like, nah, let's kill only these people or something. I don't know. Or he does something else. Because think about it. It's like, if you really think about it, why would Eren, in a span of a year, just rapidly change his ideals? So remember, we saw in the flashback with Historia, he was so against it. He was like, nah, I will not sacrifice my friends. This plan is shit. We're not passing it on to the new generation. It wouldn't make sense for Eren's character.
I'm just speaking. I'm gonna guess this is what Eren wants to talk about.
Yeah.
Tom and Mikasa, because he goes, I want to talk.
Yeah, true. He's got his two closest friends.
Or he's gonna do he's gonna tell Mikasa and Armin that he's evil, but he's not actually evil. But basically, and then he's gonna try and leave basically. I think what he's gonna do, he's gonna leave subliminal messages when he talks and says, yeah, and basically says to you guys are fucked. I'm gonna kill you all. But then Armin being the Chad he is a big brain, is gonna decipher that and be like, okay, Eren said this and this from our childhood or some shit. And then maybe I'm reaching.
Because I reckon they might be part of his plan. Because Armin and Mikasa might be part of his plan and what he needs to do. Yeah. So he might leave him a message to help him out.
How it was, Eren saved Mikasa's life, right? That's how they met.
Yeah.
And then they took him in. And then they've been friends since childhood. They've known each other for so long.
Exactly.
I feel like it makes sense for him to either do what you said, where he won't tell them the full plan, but he'll kind of tell them basically what you think I'm trying to do is not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to help. Or he's just gonna outright tell him what he wants to do, and basically gives them an offer. Just say, you can either fight against me, but I can't guarantee I won't kill you.
Basically, my thing is, he's not even gonna tell them. He's gonna basically indirectly tell them. He's gonna because obviously there's probably Marleyans listening, or Diego is listening onto the conversation.
Yeah.
So he's probably gonna just say, I've changed, I'm gonna start the rambling, but he's not actually gonna start. You know what I mean?
He's gonna get them to help him out with something like that. Because Armin's big brain. So he'll catch on.
Yeah.
Well, after they bust that convo, that takes us to the end of the episode.
That's the end of the episode.
Basically.
They've captured Hanji and Yonko.
Well, actually,
again violated.
One major thing we missed out: Levi's revelation.
Revelation.
Levi has this
pissed off. He's angry.
Yeah. Levi has this character moment where he starts reflecting, thinking about all this time I've saved Eren's ass. Is there even a point for humanity?
Just for Eren to go and pull this shit? Because Because he finds out about the Jaegers and everything.
Well,
and he's
he doesn't know about the wine yet, does he? He just knows that Aaron's escaped.
No, that's why next week, or some week after, it's going to be quite a shock to him when Zeke just screams and all the soldiers turn into all the military people in the forest turn into Titans, apart from him because he's
again, theories, whatever. But after his little character development bit where he just like basically starts having like twitches, he starts switching a bit. I think there might be a thing where he just goes fuck this, and he's like fuck Pixis, fuck whatever he says, and he just goes and tries to kill Zeke in order to like prevent Aaron's plan.
What me and Sam think is that Zeke's gonna transform everyone into Titans. Levi's gonna fight everyone, and I think so. This is gonna be a major controversial opinion, but I think Levi will actually lose.
Against
I
Zeke?
think
I think Levi will get put out of action. Yeah, I said this to him. I think this
Zeke,
is how he gets put out of action. He'll get injured or some shit like that.
Yeah,
against Zeke.
because you gotta remember, not just Zeke, bro. A whole Titan squad.
Bro,
lad,
this guy cuts Titans. Like he killed an entire squad of Titans.
Listen,
I
know you're gonna try to explain to us.
Without even breaking a sweat, and then he went and spoke Zeke. Like,
no, he's too OP. Levi's too OP. He needs to be put in his place. And this is how it happened.
I think it's one, a plot narrative, or what's gonna happen is that Levi kills them all. He lets his guard down, and then Zeke's put a swift one. I think.
Well, to be fair, he knows that now that these Titans aren't. These are going to be, his soldiers, his friends. So maybe that will play.
Exactly.
Exactly. So he won't want to kill them, and then he'll try to like put them down without killing them, and then get fucked.
Trying to be like merciful. But other than that, that's the end of the episode. The after
because we see in the
trailer.
So much. You see in the trailer, he's not even really killing anyone. Like, after we see I think he kills one, but he you see him going up from the trees, and we see Levi, obviously Zeke being held by a Titan. So he's probably assessing the situation and being like, holy shit, these are my friends, or these are the people I work with. So it's probably
instead of him getting put out of action, he just lets Zeke go. That might.
No. I'm not sure what's happening.
He might, in his mind, say, I don't want to kill my friends. So he, against obviously better judgment or whatever, he just lets him go. As in a sense that I'll get my time later on, sometime in the future.
If anything, what I reckon he'll try to do is he'll just go for Zeke. He'll try and ignore the Titans and just go for Zeke.
I think that's my theory. Bro, do you really think Levi would just let Zeke go?
I don't.
He'll go for Zeke. He'll try and ignore the Titans, and the Titans will fuck him. I reckon that's what's going to happen because he knows they're friends. He'll just go straight for Zeke, and then all the Titans will obviously protect Zeke because he has control of them.
Possibly.
So
we'll have to wait and see next episode. Well, that was it.
Maybe next episode. Maybe then.
Possibly.
I'm guessing.